What's up, guys? Welcome back. What's up, guys? So today is the day we're gonna do hopefully all the windows, and I'm pretty excited about it, but not really at the same time. Our roof rack stuff was supposed to come in the mail yesterday and it didn't, so I'm switching up gears here. We have CR Laurence windows. We have 2 half bunk sliders, and then we have the big sliding door window. So our half bunk sliders, we're gonna go head of the bed, foot of the bed. This is the template I made. I'll do a quick little explanation later on how I actually made this, but I just used the cardboard that the window came in and cut it out to fit around the sealant ring that comes with it. So then in the van here, I used a multi-tool to cut the rib out. You can kind of see it right here. It's honestly the only thing holding this thing in is these 4 little brackets, top and bottom, and then there's some glue that comes along the edge of it. There you go. So all I did, kind of got away from me there, that's fine. So I just used my multi-tool. I don't know what you call these things. Multi-tool is usually what they're referred to, but just cut through the little tabs. Super easy. This one came off a lot easier than the last one. But you can see there's just like a line of glue basically that holds it in. This one was just pretty easy, just rips right off, super easy. If you do obviously scuff your paint or anything, expose the metal where you're not gonna be cutting the hole for your window, get some primer on it to seal it back up again so you don't get rust. Okay, so I went ahead and installed the first window because I knew it was gonna be a little difficult. There's a little bit of a learning curve with it, kind of took some trial and error. We got it in. Definitely, so I made a template based off of this ring right here, and it ended up being just like a little bit bigger than I would have liked. So we kind of had to, struggle to get the window centered in the hole. So over here, I'm going to use the same template, but I'm gonna draw the line the same and everything, but I'm gonna cut on the inside of the line a little bit further than I did on the last one. Okay, so I've measured off of the measurements I took off the first side. Definitely take measurements, make notes of them, like transfer them over before you actually install the other window, just so you're sure to be in the same spot if you're gonna install your windows the exact same way. But so now that I have my template up on the wall here, and it's exactly where I wanted, I measured it, everything's straight. You can see I already have holes from the first window. I drilled 2 pilot holes, one kind of opposite sides of the template that'll go through the van. That way I can take this template off of the inside wall and move it to the outside wall and make sure I'm in the exact same spot. Okay, so I got, okay, there we go. So I got 2 pilot holes now drilled, and just to make it easier, I used 1/4-inch drill bits. It really doesn't matter what size you use, but I'm gonna leave them in those holes, pull the template off, and like I said, keep them in there. That way you can go to the other side, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to put your template back on, and then make sure it's straight, and then trace around your template to then actually move forward into cutting the hole for the window. Okay, so now with the sun just blaring in my eyes, I love it. Okay, so all you gotta do now, I have my drill bits pointing out of my van, and all you do is just flip your template over, right? And you should be able to poke it through the holes, just like that. Boom. Okay, and I mean, really, as long as you didn't blow out the holes on your cardboard, you should be just fine to just go for it, tape it down. Obviously double check it if you want to, if you need to. I'm gonna tape mine down. Okay, so now that's on there, I am going to kind of stand back, look at it, make sure it looks straight, and then I'm gonna trace around with Sharpie so I can see it, and then we'll tape it off and cut. Okay, so I got my Sharpie now, and I checked it out from a distance and made sure it looked good. So now, just kind of keep your pilots in there. Try not to like slide it around and whatnot still, but like just kind of hold it down. And okay, so I'm gonna kind of talk as I do this, but I'm opening up our windows. These are the half bunk sliding windows that we're gonna be installing at the back of our van. And the packaging is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just open it up. These guys come right on out of here. Don't lose your little bag of extra screws that you need. And then, so basically, set this thing face down. You'll notice that this ring is screwed. This is the ring that goes on the inside of the van. And so what you're gonna wanna do is just take these few screws out. You gotta get both of these guys out. This, you'll see. These two screws over here you want to keep separate from all the other ones. Just don't get them mixed up. These are a little bit longer for whatever reason. They're the ones that they kind of help hold the screen in place, I believe, so that it can't be pushed in from the outside. So, oops. After that, so then this ring just comes off like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm gonna use the cardboard that the box or that the window came in, and I'm just gonna basically just tape it down in the shape that it needs to be. You can see it's like this. Tape it down so it's like touching each other and making the complete ring, and then you're just gonna trace it out on the cardboard, cut it out. Okay, so I got all my tape on. Next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from the inside. I'm gonna take my 1/2-inch drill bit and I'm gonna blast a hole through fairly close to the edge that I'm gonna be cutting so that I can get my jigsaw blade in to start. And then as I'm cutting, Shelby is going to be on the inside of the van, and we're going to have to stop periodically because just like the exhaust fan that we installed, the metal starts to flap really bad as you're going. So Shelby's going to be on the inside of the van. She's going to tape behind my blade as I cut, and I'll stop every once in a while and put a little tape on this side of the van too, just to help with the vibration of the metal. Okay, that was a pain in the ass. I ended up cutting the template, or I drew my line around my template that I had used for the other window, but remember I said that it was a little too big, so I ended up cutting probably like an 1/8 inch or so inside the line all the way around, and it turned into a nightmare because the window would not fit. So then I had to go back and like kind of trim up a little tiny bit of the metal, just a bit at a time, and don't recommend it. Just make the template, cut it, and center the window in your hole. Next though, you need to file everything, and then we'll spray paint it and let the spray paint dry so that all of the exposed metal is no longer exposed. I'm just putting silicone on this one. I put it on the last one too, but I kind of spread it out more. So this one I'm just putting it right on the back edge so that it doesn't squirt or compress all over the place and make a huge mess.
The sun is going down, but we are gonna finish the window tonight. Got the squad.
Oh man, that worked way better with the silicone. Okay, you guys, so totally, when you do the silicone, don't overdo it. I just put a small bead along the very inside edge, all the way around, and none of it came out as I tightened the window down. I think we're good to go, and we're gonna be rain tight. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap for today. I got both windows in. They actually seem very close to one another, which I'm kind of surprised about. The seal's good. I definitely thought the second one was going to be easier. The one that I actually showed you guys installing wasn't true. The first one was much easier. I'm super glad that I got them both done in one day. I started at sunup, started making my templates and whatnot. That actually took longer. I think everything in van life takes longer than you actually think it's going to take. But the sun's going down. I just got the second one screwed in. I'm going to do a little water test in the morning, make sure the seals are all good and see if I need to adjust anything. But next up, I'm going to be doing the sliding door window and just get this whole cutting holes in my van thing out of the way because it's seriously anxiety attack to the max. So join us for that. Let us know if you have any questions. I'm going to link some stuff in the bio for you guys and just keep following along. Thanks, guys.